Hello students, this is Sheila Samuel. Today's topic is on Megasporangium and we'll be learning about the structure of it. And you have seen that the ovules, they are small structure, they are attached to the placenta with the help of a stalk, and you can see the diagram also here. That is the ovary, the swollen part. See the ovules, and it's been attached to the placenta with the help of a stalk, which is also known as the funicle. So let us see the structure of the ovule. Ovule is also known as megasporangium. It is integumented megasporangium within which meiosis and megaspore formation takes place. It develops into seed after fertilization. Each ovule consists of a nucleus invested by one or more integuments and a stalk, which is also known as funicle, which is attached to the placenta of the ovary. Let us see the various parts of the ovule. That is funicle, also known as the stalk, and here this has been attached to the placenta. Hilum, that is the body of the ovule, and the funicle fuses. It is also the junction of the ovule and funicle. Then integuments, you will find each ovule has got one or two integuments, and these integuments you will not find at the micropyle end. Then you'll find that this provides what? Nutrition to the developing embryo. Then this micropyle, this is a small opening at the tip through which the pollen tube enters, and the chalaza, that is the opposite to the micropyle, it is the basal part or the swollen part. And raphe, there is another part of the ovule, that is the longitudinal ridge formed lengthwise fusion of funiculus with the body of the ovule, and the nucleus will come across, that is the mass of parenchymatous cells within the integument. It encloses the embryo sac. It provides nourishment for the developing embryo. The cells of nucleus has abundant reserve food material. Now another part that you will see is the embryo sac. It is also known as the female gametophyte, which encloses the egg apparatus. Ovules generally give rise to the embryo sac. So you can have a look at the picture of the embryo sac here. That is the longitudinal section of an mature anatropous ovule, and here the ovule that we study, that is the anatropous ovule, that is based on the shape and the orientation, the name has been given, and anatropous ovule is actually an inverted one. Now let us see those parts which we have studied. So just see here the funicle, then you can see the vascular strand, hilum you can see, the micropyle, and opposite to that one you'll see the chalaza. Then you find the longitudinal ridge, that is the raphe you can see. Then you find within the integuments you can see that is the nucleus part, which is the cells of the parenchymatous cells. Then you can see the female gametophyte, or we call it as the embryo sac, and this embryo sac encloses, you can find the egg apparatus, that is the which contains the egg cell you can find. So these are the parts of the ovules, and this part, this is an anatropous ovule because this is an inverted one. Now next you will find that based on the shapes and the orientation of the ovules, they are classified into different types, that is the orthotropous, anatropous, hemitropous, camellotropous, amitropous, cicinotrops. All these are for the need, but we have to focus on the anatropous ovule. What is actually this anatropous ovule? They are completely inverted ones, the picture which we have seen earlier. The micropyle is near the hilum. It faces down towards the placenta, and the embryo sac, if you just see, that is very straight, and the micropyle and the chalaza, they lie in the same longitudinal axis you can find. So example you find it is the helianthus example. So this, and for the diagram you can refer the book, that is the NCERT book, and you have to make an inverted anatropous that is, or the inverted one, or anatropous ovule. So that's all in the structure of the ovule. Thank you.